Hi, everyone. So it has been a while since I have been at the beach. Just to show y'all where we are in front of the Exodus house, right over there. Yeah. And we are taking a walk on the beach. So I have my guest with me, Miss Mable, and she's going to tell you about her experience here in at the Exodus house. So she has just been here for 1 day, but I want her to talk a little bit more about what it was like. I hope y'all can hear me. It's a little bit windy, but I'm gonna take you down to the beach that you can get your feet in the water. Okay? I'm not gonna show you my feet because they ain't been done in a long time. But yeah, this is before I go to work. This is Take a look at this. Look at that. Woo! Woo, 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 ah! It's cold. Ah, woo, woo. Ah, Ooh, woo! It's cold. It's cold. It's cold. Woo! But you can't get any better than this. Like that's the Exodus house over there. We've got our no, I got to get out of this. It's cold, right? It's so crazy because it's summer and it's hot. It's going down to summer. Like December is like really, really, really hot. So you can feel the change of the year. But that water is cold. It's not cold. It's not just cold. It's like ice cold. But I wanted to come out here and give her a little thank you, Plum. Give her a little walk. I want her to talk about, what it's like for her to be here because when I saw this spot, the only thing I could think of like wow, if this is the first place that someone coming from the west, if this is what they encounter as Africa, they would feel so much more at peace and at ease. And it helps so much when people can say to their relatives, hey, look, I'm going to Tanzania and I got this lady out there. Here she goes. She's got this house on the beach. Bye. And it helps a lot of people to say, oh, okay, I can see, or maybe I'd like to come too you know. But it is a glorious and gorgeous day. This is like what it's like out here on this beach. You can see it is a very very clean beach. This is um one of the beaches that not the beach itself, but one of the areas that we actually do collect a wild species, but it is a seasonal species. It is seasonal, but it is highly nutrient dense. And there's specific criteria that have to go into it, like phytosanitary requirements. So you can't just walk the beach and pick it up. You don't know what time of the year. You have to know like its life cycle. You have to know a lot of things before you engage in collecting wild sea moss. So we put a lot of science and energy behind how we collect our wild Gracilaria corticata. It's an extremely nutrient dense sea moss. But yeah, let's see. Thank you. Thank you, Plama said. Thank you. Yay. Yes, so I'm still working on the last part, but I was making I've been making the documentary on my phone, and so it's kind of difficult to get everything lined up. I started working on it when I was sick, so I wanted to tell that story because it's one of the things that I have been keeping inside, and just holding on to it. For what reason, I don't have any rational reason behind it, because You know, you can't be responsible for what someone else decides to do to you. You know, the only thing you can try to do is heal from it. And I took 3 years trying to rationalize what went on, but being in Tanzania, being in Africa has helped me tremendously with my healing of that experience, number one. And number two, it has helped me to realize that there is no way that I would have been able to do what I did without that kind of, what's the word? I can use the word pressure, or motivation rather, because I was extremely motivated to deliver as many people as I have been delivered. And so, people didn't understand my motives or my purpose or what I was trying to do with the house because they don't know my experience or my story. And it's not necessary for everybody to know that. But I put it out there for my healing and also for the people who needed to hear the story of that. People needed to know because there are people going through things every single day. And God put that story in me to share with the world. And He made me a storyteller. He anointed me as a documentary filmmaker, as a storyteller before giving me the story. And I took the story and it was my story. And I never shared the story. I held it inside out of grief, pain, shame, all of that other stuff. But that was not the purpose of the story. The story was to, there goes the wind. That's God telling me, yes, child. The wind is whipping. Yes. So that story was not, it happened to me, but it was not a story for me to keep to myself. That was a story for me to share. So I haven't finished. I'm going to put up part 3. And then I also have, bandwidth issues. So these are really, really heavy files. And so I have to put it up in parts. So I have part 1, part 2, part 3, which might become 3 and 4. Yeah. So I just feel like there is a mountain for me to climb, and I'm not going to be able to carry that kind of baggage up that mountain. I'm not going to be able to ascend to where I need to be if I'm carrying that kind of load. So I needed to extricate that story out of my consciousness so that I could be lighter for the climb, right? So anyway, this the beach, y'all. Beautiful white sandy beach in Tanzania, okay? And I'm a Jamaican, and if you know anything about Jamaica, Jamaica has beautiful beaches. And Jamaican people, we are beach snobs. We will look at the water and say, we're not going in there. Or we look at the sun and say, who don't want to go into that? Because we know what a beautiful beach looks like, right? And let me tell you, when I came to Tanzania and I saw these beaches and I saw the same flora and fauna like what I saw in Jamaica, I said, okay, I can make this work, but when in the telling of the remainder of the film, you're going to get to understand my psychology, why I made such trigger happy decisions without looking back, without half stepping, without questioning, am I doing the right thing? I had already received affirmation that I was doing the right thing. So I was able to just like go straight at it and do what I needed to do. But the truth is, I was on autopilot. Who can live on autopilot for 3 years? Who can be in flight mode for 3 whole years? So, I'm trying to get myself back, because between building the house and all the construction that it took, and then before the house was done, there were guests in the house, and then working with them and their needs and trying to get people settled here and helping them to, find a place and get the information and take them around and show them what they needed to do. And then I started this East Africa Seaweed company, and then that took a lot out of me. And then construction in the restaurant, that 6 months, and then 3 months opening, and then doing, and then managing the cooking. So I never got the time to breathe. And when I got sick the other day, it was like, okay, so if you don't know how to pause, your body will pause you. That's true. So, I was put on pause. I was put on pause for about 6 weeks. And in that pause, a lot of things went sideways, because I'm the person, driving the ship. I'm the captain. I'm the steward. I'm the shepherd. I'm all things to everyone. And, and nothing to me. So I had to reconnect with myself. I was forced to stay in one place because the nature of how I was getting sick was due to stress. So I had to stay in one place and just get my body on a level that it could, that it could manage, that it could heal and get back to being able to do things. So I had to pause. And in that pausing, a lot of things were revealed to me. A lot of things were, exposed to me. And, I couldn't really do much else but use my phone. And most of the footage is on my phone. So I decided to pull that together. The interesting thing about a lot of this, what I'm doing, is this film was already made. It's made. There is an actual film that has all of these elements already. And I was going to use it for my thesis, but it was such a sensitive subject that I found editing traumatic, and I still do. While editing this film, I had to take 2 days and just pause. There are times when I just broke down and just sobbed and cried, and just to let it out. And then I went back to it, because, like I said, the thing is not just about me. There are people who I don't know, who are probably not even born yet, who are going to need to see this story to pull themselves out of their own dark places, you know. But the important thing is, whilst going through what I was going through, I had no choice but to remain, with my head intact and operate like a general in the army, to just, work, just knock out what I needed to knock out and do all the things that I needed to do, you know. There's a saying that says, God and my right. And in that scenario, that's all I had. I only had God and my right. And, there are ways that you can lose your right if you don't know what to do, if you don't know what you're doing. And I had to make sure I kept my right, because I knew the truth. And like with all things, there are things that have happened after that since I've been in Tanzania. And I know the truth. God knows the truth. I don't need to, put out fires. Oh, a crab. Oh, hello. Look at this guy. He's purple. Hi. Say hi to the camera. Say hi. Say hello. Say hi, buddy. Come on. He's so beautiful. Yes. I hope y'all can see him. Can you see him? Can you see the crab? Yes. Oh, he's digging in. Yeah. I hope y'all saw that crab. Yeah. So, oh, tide is coming back. So yeah, there's a lot that you know I can say I can do, but I'm not there. I'm not in that space or place anymore. I'm not that person anymore where I have to prove something to anyone. Truth, you know, God has always been continuously blessing me and continuously guiding me towards where we need to go. So, you know, I'm going to go back to the house because it's time to go to work. It's 9:07. Okay, let's see. Okay, yes, Mama. So, Juana is saying that I should monetize my channel. It's not that. So I tried to monetize the channel then, but the thing is because I spoke out against certain things that were offenses against human rights, and I will continue to speak out, and I will continue to say the things that needed to be said when they need to be said, how they need to be said. YouTube will continuously demonetize me. So that is the reality, right? I knew this before starting a YouTube channel. Before starting a YouTube channel, I owned 3 digital channels on Roku, Apple TV, and Android TV. Those channels have since been decommissioned since I've been out here because the resources to keep them going, I had to take that from that and put it on the house. So because I needed to have a space. Oh, hold on, Mama. Yes, I gotta go back. Come back. Yeah, I gotta go to work. Cause these folks, them serious about them CMOS. The other day, somebody come. "Whoop, I've come for your gel. I need 6. I'm like, man, we don't have 6. You know, so I had to go and make up some gels real fast. But anyway, yeah. So monetization of the channel is not really a thing. You know, it's not really a possibility at the moment. I would have to go back through every single video I've ever said in counter culture, you know, counter vaccine, counter this, counter that, and delete or silence all of them. And as a result of that, maybe I would, right? If I was doing, you know, these pretty intros and like look at me, I'm here, you know, to like bring in the audience, then yes. However, I will continue to reiterate the purpose of this channel was never entertainment. The purpose of this channel was always to educate, inform, and expound upon the truths about Africa, right? And so it was never to entertain. And this is why the content that you get here is far, far, far different than the content that you will get from somewhere else. I am not a YouTuber, I am on YouTube. And so I know that there are people sitting at home that are depending on this information so that they can make decisions about Africa. And so I give it to you straight, no chasing. I give it to you factual, and I have nothing to benefit or gain by, by doing things another way. I could make this channel about interviewing all the successful people I know, but at the end of the day, when you come here, what you have to do is going to be a mountain. It's going to be completely different from what is being portrayed. So I cannot put in my good conscience all of the shiny, glossy, pretty things out there and say, well, come on to Africa. I can tell you that, but I will also tell you that it is difficult depending on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to do certain things, you will find it challenging. If you're just looking to live, it's fantastic. Okay? So that's what I have to say about the monetization. It's not that I don't want the money. Everybody wants money. But it's that, how the nature of the channel would have to completely change. The way how I put information out there will have to completely change. The way how I solicit audience will have to completely change. You don't catch me going to people and people and people and interviewing all these different kind of people to put out this narrative and build my audience. My channel has remained steady at the same 4,000 people for about 3 years. I'm okay with that because it's the 4,000 people that have some kind of, that have a different insight. Those are the people I need. I need quality, not quantity, right? So yeah, and monetization isn't necessarily all it's cracked up to be. So I have to think carefully about what exactly I'm trying to say or what exactly I'm trying to do and how how I can increase that monetization. I'm a business person, so for me, I have to focus more on what we can do from the perspective of business. Mabel, I know you don't want to be on camera. You want to? Okay, say hi. Okay, she don't want to be seen up close, but I'm gonna stand right next to you, and you just talk into the mic of your experience here. So
Wow, you guys, this is so spectacular. I just have to emphasize that word, spectacular. If you've been hesitating coming to Africa on the continent, don't do it anymore. This is not told in the media or what we've shown. They come, but we don't. So I say no more. Just come. I'm on vacation. I'm so happy that I came. I'm going back. And hopefully, my experience would encourage my family, friends, and others to come to visit the continent. And if you could come and hey, what stay? Come, stay. I hope I could do that one day. I'm praying that that would come to pass.
yes, what has it been like for you here at the Exodus House?
This has been wonderful. I came down and it's like I'm on my own private beach. This is so wonderful.
And the resting, how is that?
The resting, I'm telling you, I'm coming from a stressful work environment position that I'm retiring from. This has really allowed me to detox. It's like you having a decompress, and also because my job was so addictive, it's allowing me to detox. Okay, mental wise. So this is like a healing for me. Not only R&R, rest and relaxation. So hey, come. You won't regret it. Do come and get this experience so that you would know firsthand in terms of what Africa is all about. Because again, I have to emphasize very much when I was growing up, this is not what I saw on TV. This is not. Of course, you have negatives to everything, but we were only shown the negative parts.
Only,
Okay?
right.
They come and enjoy this, but we don't.
Exactly.
So hey, if not said, come, come, come.
To the Exodus House, y'all.
To the Exodus House for sure. This is my home away from home. So I would definitely be coming back. And hopefully on the next journey, I would bring family members with me.
Fantastic.
Okay? Wonderful.
Yeah, so that's what I got to say. I've got to go because I got to go to work. But for those of you who are looking to book, go ahead and send me an email at exodusafrica1@gmail.com. This is an invitation only, y'all, because this was designed for the diaspora. Exodus Africa. Africa. Okay. Exodus Africa1@gmail.com. It was designed for the diaspora. When I saw this place, I was like, my people need to have it. They need to be here. They need to come here for their healing. They need to be here, right? This is a place that people need to be, okay? Because just setting foot here, right? ExodusAfrica1@gmail.com. So if you're looking to book, if you're looking to go on vacation, people, stop going to Hawaii. right? We got nice beaches. We got islands. We have islands over here in Tanzania. Nice, pretty clean beach island. We've got islands, right? We have Zanzibar. We have history and we have culture. So there is a lot of beauty and the people them nice. Tanzanian people are lovely. Yeah, you have one and two apples here and there, but you got those everywhere, right? But if you're looking to come to or go on vacation somewhere, choose Tanzania, choose the Exodus House. You know, show your family these videos of this beautiful place, right? There's a lot here to relax, right? So for me, I'm a business person, but my business out there. When you come here, you don't even know I'm here. You don't even know or hear me or see me, right? Most of my business is out there in the world, is in Masaki or somewhere in Africa. But come to the Exodus House. It's a beautiful experience. You guys are going to love it. It's great for decompressing. It's great for reconnecting to Africa. If this is the first place that people see when they hear about Africa, they're winning, right? So go ahead and send me an email. Gotta go. Love y'all. Bye bye. Okay, so